This movie is brought to you by today's Chevrolet, who invites you to see why more people are winning with the heartbeat of America.
Tonight, Robert Redford speaks out in an exclusive interview. Then, take an undercover look at New York's fashion world, where shoes and bags made from endangered reptiles are sold illegally. Network Earth. 11 Eastern on TBS tonight.
Next week, Tip O'Neill raises the curtain on the elections. The wife of the U.S. ambassador holding down the fort in Kuwait, and Penn and Teller come back for more. All next week on Larry King Live, 9 Eastern on CNN.
Tonight on TBS.
I want to see if the Japanese task force is out there.
If you had the power.
Think of the firepower of the USS Nimitz back in 1941.
The power to change history.
You're clear to fire. Splash to zero.
Would you pull the trigger? Martin Sheen
You still think it's a dream?
and Kirk Douglas.
It's a nightmare.
The final countdown. 7 Eastern on TBS tonight.
Tonight, the North Pole, a 500-mile walk to the top of the world, a challenge of human endurance on TBS's National Geographic Explorer, winner of 4 Emmy Awards. 9 Eastern tonight.
We now return to Time Travelers.
This is the movie that put Hepburn and Tracy together for the very first time.
Why am I here?
Thought you might want to kiss me goodbye.
You're wonderful.
Oh, God, did you know?
Oh, but Mom, she is good enough for me.
What's the matter with you two? Don't you want to be alone? I love you, Sam.
TNT celebrates Katharine Hepburn's birthday with one of our favorite movies, Woman of the Year. Thursday night at 8 on TNT.
Monday night, Barbara Carrera, Debbie Boone, Kirstie Alley, can they escape from the sins of the past? Then, terror hits the soap opera scene. Suzanne Pleshette, Fantasies. Beginning at 8:05 Eastern on TBS Monday night. Tuesday on TBS. The Chicago Sun-Times said, Faye Dunaway has rarely looked lovelier. This is wonderful stuff. The New York Post exclaimed, Widmark is nothing short of a revelation. These two passionate people
Shut up, Miss Love.
Don't you ever say shut up to me!
really know how to wake up the sleepy town of Cold Sassy Tree. 8:05 Eastern on TBS Tuesday night. A simple country woman goes back to her roots to save her family.
This is all that's treating our young'uns now.
Emmy Award winner Jane Fonda is the doll maker. 10:05 Eastern on TBS Tuesday night.
We now return to Time Travelers.
Next is the capital, yeah, TBS.
Some cool cats get their paws on some hot cash and strut the upside of town in Top Cat and the Beverly Hills Cat. Next.
From the Headline News Network, this is TBS Newswatch.
The government of Iraq today repeated its hard line on Kuwait. The information minister ruling out the possibility of any withdrawal from any part of the emirate, no matter what the consequences. Secretary of State James Baker met with U.S. troops at a Saudi desert outpost, telling them that they're there to stand firm against Iraqi aggression. And actress Mary Martin has died of cancer. For 7 decades, she entertained the world on Broadway and in Hollywood. Mary Martin was 76. For Newswatch, I'm Bob Whitcomb.
Newswatch is from Headline News. Anytime, all the time.
Tonight on TBS. If you had the power to change history,
Splash to zero.
would you? Martin Sheen and Kirk Douglas, the final countdown. 7 Eastern on TBS tonight.
We now return to Time Travelers.
TNT celebrates Katharine Hepburn's birthday with one of our favorite movies.
Why am I here?
Thought you might want to kiss me goodbye.
You're wonderful.